Hello and welcome to A Pair of Dice Lost podcasting channel. My name is Brendan. My pronouns are he, him, and I'll be your storyteller for this game about living gods on the wrong side of the law. Joining me for this game is...
Hey there, guys. My name is Tyler. Pronouns are he, him. I'm going to be playing Ricky, the fire-aspected street exorcist.
Hi, everybody. My name's Christina. I will be playing Elion. My pronouns are she, her, and Elion's pronouns are they, them. They are a water-aspected investigator.
Hi, everyone. My name's Cody. Pronouns are he, they, and I play Amalar Divine, the air-aspected shady businessman.
Hi, my name is Britt, and my pronouns are she and her. I play a wood aspect named Rush Ferris, who has a ferret familiar named Zeke. Together, they specialize in archery, larceny, and dance.
Hi, I'm Michaela, she, her, and I'll be playing Tirali of House Dragara, an Earth-aspected leader of a small military force known as the Tyrants, who cooks the books for the gang.
And this is Exalted, like a dragon-blooded. Act 2, Sins of the Family. We're going to swing it back to Raleigh, Elian, and Zeke, who are in the alley where that Idris Exalted. There are two paths before you, as that I recall. One of them is, straight up a building. And then the other path is with some smaller, more dainty feet that are going in the direction of a Shadowland. So, do y'all split up, or which path do you follow?
That's a good question.
Has the leader left at this point, gone, and all her cohorts are out of sight?
Yes, at this point, she has left, and her and all of her co.
What direction did it look like they were going in?
They look like they're heading towards the new city.
The area that Elion kind of very subtly indicated to go to?
No, actually. Because the new city is the sprawl that's outside of the old city. It looks like that they're going not towards the plaza, it looks like they're going towards something else in the new city.
To my knowledge, is there anything important to the family or potentially personally important to Elion that is towards the new city?
I know that your dojo is the Renal family dojo is inside of the new city. It's not part of the old city. A lot of Chiaroscuro is what is considered the new city.
Okay. I just want to make sure her and her little buddies weren't trying to start some shit.
To clear it up, the old city is literally anything that is first stage ruins, and the new city is the rest of the city.
Okay. Elion's gonna look at Trolley and Zeke and say, so we should keep an eye on if we're being followed. So just be aware. But I think we need to go to find someone who is not our main quarry. And they're going to tilt their head subtly towards the alley where the little feet go.
At this point, I believe that Ricky was heading your way, almost as if on cue. As soon as the wild hunt is out of sight, Ricky can choose to slip into the scene as whenever that he wants, and Divine can also choose to slip into the scene when.
Are they in a populated area? Is there shops and stuff out and about?
They are not. They are in the alleyway where you saw Idris murder a man.
Oh yeah. I guess I would have just circled back to check that out.
Yeah, so another thing that is very interesting that you didn't if you circle back there that you didn't notice the first time, because there's a lot of glowing going on the first time. Is you can see on the wall there is essentially a carbon shadow of the moment before the moment that the exaltation hit, of basically this guy this guy getting yelled at by the shadow of Idris as the exaltation is happening.
Okay.
So, like a nuclear blast went off and that moment is now immortalized.
Great.
Yeah. So you enter the scene of a murder.
I'm pretty sure it's right around here that kid beat that guy to a fucking paste. Oh, hey guys, what's going on? Fancy finding you here.
Where'd you get those clothes?
Motherfucker, these are my clothes. Fuck
Not
you.
you. That fucking that one. Y'all just handing out my clothes these days, huh?
Found him on a discount rack.
You take that back.
If you guys want to try to recognize Ferris, it is a
Honestly, not even worried about it. I'm not gonna, like... Ricky's concerned with other things other than this. He's just gonna assume it's one of Tarali's goons.
I say,
And Tarali stole some of Divine's clothes.
for your for the description, the person, has mostly normal colored skin. Like, they're not green tinted like Ferris. Their hair is black and kind of trimmed up a bit. And they are wearing Look-Cheyenne garb. And they are standing just off behind but to the side of Tarali, kind of like one of Tarali's tyrants. And they don't look very masculine or very feminine. They're just very neutral.
It is, for the record, it is a perception and awareness roll. If you all ever want to give it.
Now, side note, before I fucking forget, you guys let Ferris run off? What about keeping it down low? What about staying hidden, keeping your nose down,
Zeke is going to look at Ricky and then Divine. And when Divine asks about the clothing, they're just going to say, they were provided for me as I performed my duties with Tarali here.
Whoa. Tarali, you let them talk now?
I, for one, am proud to see your tyrants have a bit more personality, so to speak. No one just stare at people and look like they're gonna eat the fucking ears off. It's a nice change. I like it. Keep that shit up.
Only the special ones get to talk.
Oh, so this one's so Tarali. If you wanted to, role play with your subordinates, you just had to ask.
You know what? How about we just fucking pump the brakes right there? How about you just shut the fuck up, Divine, and what are we doing? Then we got more important shit to do than whine about Divine's clothes, right? We got something to do, right? Yeah.
Discount clothes, but yes.
You know what? I'm not buying dinner this time. Anyways,
wait, you guys are buying dinners? What the fuck?
So, to just make sure that you know this, Divine, you guys are all having this conversation in an alleyway that has the corpse of a man who has been his head has been turned to ground beef.
Yeah, but Ricky already told me that this guy had it coming.
Hey, okay. Now, they also loudly said, you guys let Ferris leave, which can insinuate that Ferris is not with them right now.
Yeah,
all
actually,
a part of the ploy.
I was actually going to say, if anyone wants to give me a perception and awareness roll.
Ricky's combined perception and awareness is a 4, so politely, no thank you. I'm just going to assume that it's not Ferris.
Okay.
Is this to notice if anybody says or does anything when we mention Ferris is out and about?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Oh,
Is it a visual one or an auditory
Sure.
Yeah,
one?
it's an auditory one.
You said perception
Let me
and
look.
awareness?
Perception and awareness, yes.
Ah, nuts.
Anybody else want to take a stab at that? Okay, cool. Okay, so, and I know that Ricky's just like, nah, I'm not, I'm good. So, Zeke and Tarali, everything's fine. Everything's totally fine. Alien and Divine, on the other hand, as soon as you guys hear Ricky say, what do you mean you let Ferris go? You guys can hear from the front of the alleyway. Wait a minute, Ferris. Isn't that the girl that killed the tyrant? She's out and about. Yo, we gotta go tell the bosses. Boom. And you can hear the sound of running footsteps away.
Divine's just going to bolt after one of them.
Wait, what the fuck?
Just assuming that Elian, because like in the downtime between Act 1 and the prison break, Divine and Elian worked together. I think we established just being like, all right, I'll take left, you take right, and just bolt.
Yeah. Well, I think we did some training to up your strength or stamina or something.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure I'm faster than the goons.
Okay. So here's my question then. There are now 3 options for where that you all want to go. Or for where to proceed with the game. It is either to chase down the goons that now know that Ferris is out of the tower. It is to go after Mai, who ran into a Shadowland, or it is to go after Idris, who ran onto the rooftops.
Relevant question. Has Mai met anybody else in the family except for Elian?
I'm pretty sure she met me when I pulled the demon blood out of her body.
Oh, that's right, because she's met everybody, I think, except for Tarali, and Ferris's disguise, so...
Correct.
Elian's going to look very quickly at Ricky, point to the alleyway, look for Mai, she might need help, and is going to just take off after the other one of the Baranava group.
Where the fuck are they going? And you know what? Whatever. Fine. Just gonna turn around and go do as instructed, begrudgingly.
Okay. So I heard that Divine is going to take on one of the guys. Elian's going to take on the other one. Are the 3 of you guys going into the Shadowland, or are you guys splitting the party further?
We were told to go.
I say Zeke would look at Tarali for instruction.
As a good tyrant would. And we were told to go find Mai. Not that I am in the position to take orders often, but, I can
You do what you want to do. I'm not gonna try to fucking scrap with the kid. Pretty fucking scary guy, Anyway, Shadowland.
The 3 of you head off in the direction of the Shadowlands, following a pretty obvious set of smaller ladies' footprints that were hastily run from the alley in fear of what her brother had become. It is clear that she is running on instinct, and it's kind of like the flight mode has hit. If any of you guys want to give me some kind of roll to track, which would normally be survival and and unappropriate stat.
Got this. I have a tracking thing. Am I able to use Quarry Revelation technique? Dragon blood can track wild beasts back to their dens or anathema to their lairs. She rerolls 6s on tracking roll until they cease to appear and is capable of rolling contests, even magical concealment that is otherwise perfect. such as Solar's Traceless Passage. Am I
Yes.
allowed to use that as well as my excellency?
Yes, you are.
All right. From my personal, I'm going to use 4 motes for the excellency to get 2 automatic successes.
Okay. It
That was a little
is-
hard to read.
No problem. It is perception and survival.
Okay, and then I'm also going to use the other 2 motes, so 6 total from personal, to use the Corey Revelation technique. Well, Zeke is going to look down at the ground, at the footsteps, kind of study them, and get real close, maybe to kind of get a little bit of a whiff, and really look at the footprints to make sure they can get precise outlines that are not the same or they don't blend into any other footprints that might be in the area. That way they can follow them directly where they lead and do those typical, like, stereotypical tracking things where they kind of, like, use their finger to pick up some of the dust, roll it between their fingers to kind of gill of what they might be tracking on their shoes or bare feet if they have bare feet, and start going in the direction.
Okay. I'll give you an extra 2 dice for that.
So that is 6 total successes. No,
There never are.
I know, right? So dumb.
All right. With 6 successes, you are able to track Mai into the Shadowland as it comes in. For Ricky and Tarali, who are both local occult experts, you guys notice the salt lines on the ground that keep the dead inside of their territory, and can feel the exact moment when that you cross over into this place that is neither of creation or the underworld. Light and smells and sounds seem slightly muted as colors deepen, but are not bright. People here mill about with a lethargic nature as no sun kind of penetrates some of the multiple awnings that cover most of the Shadowland here.
Brendan, I have a question.
Yes.
May I? Is it safe to say, due to my occulty stuff and one of my charms, that I can either acquire here or would carry a handheld reflective surface, like a mirror or like a piece of bright metal or something?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So can I just go ahead and use a charm real quick before we carry on with the scene?
Sure.
I would like to use spirit detecting mirror technique.
So that you can see the dead that have not materialized.
Correct. Specifically, it just says the Exalt can see the reflections of dematerialized characters in that mirror, and can even hear what they say in the form of whispers that rise up from the mirror surface. And I don't think I have to make any rolls for this at all. I think I just do that.
Yep. You just do that. The only other thing that I would ask is, did you do the repurchase of it now that you're Essence 3?
I have not.
Okay. Because the repurchase allows you to
Share it with my friends. Yep. So if I may, Ricky's gonna take out a busted out piece of mirror that he carries in his pack or something. He's gonna look at it, cock out, and be like, I think this piece of shit still fucking works. Hold on. And he just breathes on it and tries to polish it off so it's shiny. And he holds it up to the light. Yeah, that should do good. Alright, carry on.
Inside of the mirror's reflection, you can see that there are multiple dead spirits, ancestor spirits and the like, wandering around, looking at you all with interest. None of them have decided to manifest yet, though. And since you have already had that activated, if something were to try and ambush you all, it's not going to work because you've got that up.
Right, and I can also hear them if they're speaking. Is anything notable catch my ear?
That would be a perception and awareness roll.
Sure. 2 successes again.
Okay. That's still not too bad on 4 dice.
Yeah, I'll take it.
There is a few of them who are closer to you that are speaking a little bit loudly. They are saying things like, "Hey, is that the exorcist?" No, he doesn't come by here. He's a decent guy. He doesn't mess with us. He knows that this is our place. Yeah, but like there have been a lot of people running down here lately. Yeah, and getting a lot of attention. Yeah. Let's just not go near that just in case. Good call.
And I'm gonna kind of like turn from the mirror to where those spirits would be, and just like wink at nothing, and turn back.
You can see in your mirror that they kind of go, "Oh shit, he can see us." And then you guys proceed further into the Shadowland, swinging the camera out of the darkness and into the light of the day. We have Elian, who is taking chase after the Baronato person, I believe you said.
I'm pretty sure Divine and them are both going after him.
So, like I had said, when they realized that you said that, they actually ran in opposite directions.
Okay, I thought did I miss where you said they were both Baronato?
Yeah, I thought they were both Baronato.
I apologize. One of them is Baronato, the other one you don't know.
Okay. Cody, did you want to take Baronato or did you want to take the unknown? I don't have a preference either way.
Yeah, me neither. Go ahead and take Baronato since that's on recording.
Okay.
Okay, so you are going after the Baronato person who is running as fast as they can towards their family headquarters. If they manage to make it there before you can catch them, the Baronato clan will know that Ferris is currently not under the protection of the matriarch. And people will start actively looking for her. I'm looking to see if there are, for some reason, any kind of chase rules.
There probably are.
Wouldn't there have been chase rules when they were chasing, like, us when we, after the big metal crate thing?
There would have been, but I don't think I looked them up that time. I think I had done something, different.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it pretty much just be an extended athletics check?
Yeah, pretty much. You're trying to get... they are trying to run as fast as they can. I assume that you're trying to catch up with them. This is going to be an opposed Dex and Athletics.
Lovely. Both of those are maxed out for me.
Get them.
Brendan, what distance would you say they are away from me?
Thematically, they are currently at long.
Okay. Let me double check something real quick.
Because basically you had to come out of the alley, so you basically had to like they heard it and they started running. So like even if you guys were in the same distance, you would have been at short. So like they've covered like 2 by this point. They're at long, so they're still within line of sight, but they're not at extreme distance yet.
I'm trying to find what distance my bullshit goes out to, because I know it goes farther when I'm in my form, but I'm not currently in my form. And I'm reading it, and I think I just keep missing the distance on it, because I'm trying to skim it real quick. Okay, so mine's at short distance when I'm not in form. But they don't know that.
Right.
Okay. So they're at long range. So Elian's gonna like around the corner and dart as fast as they can, like if they have to like jump over carts or like even do like some parkouring off walls to like get over and maneuver around things, since I assume this person's just trying to like beeline through, and you said there's a lot of people in the roads lately. So to try and like negate that a little bit, they're gonna try and hop up, run it like I don't want to use the word ninja run on the wall, but kind of like it's been done before. They've like hopped off on walls and like flipped over people and stuff like that. They're pretty dexterous, and just kind of like trying to make that easier to close the gaps so they're not having to run into things or around things, and just making more of a straight line in a way to close the gap on it.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. I will give you 2 extra dice for that. Your target to beat is going to be 5 successes. Holy shit, that guy rolled like fire.
I rolled an 8.
Damn.
Not good enough for him. So he goes running and does not know that you're after him. He is just trying to push through people, and he's good at it. For a mortal, he's fast. You also know that the Baronado clan home is fairly close by, so losing this could be a problem. But which gives you a little bit more wind beneath your wings, so to speak. And when you catch up to him, what does that look like?
So it's going to be one of those it's going to be one of those dip up onto the wall, jump off, land on them, like hands on the shoulders, legs around their waist, and all the strength like forward into a roll to like spin and pin them down on the ground, and basically put a rippling ball of essence wave to their face, very closely down to their ear. If you make any noise or sound, this is going right into your face. We need to have a chat.
The guy nods to you, immediately recognizing who that you are, and like eyeballs like a nearby alley where that you guys can have a chat, as that people in the streets are now starting to look at you.
Elion's going to lift him up with a firm grip, like on his upper arm, but let him get up, and less rough, but very firmly lead them into the alley.
What's up?
They're going to just let them sit against the wall, hand on either side of them. Where are you going so quickly?
Had to report back to Jolin.
Regarding what?
He said that if we found anything about the tyrant's murder, that we needed to report back to him.
Would you like some information about the tyrant's murder that you can report back? Since I'm investigating that personally, and I don't want anybody else. How do I phrase this? Getting involved and making it messier than it needs to be.
No,
Since we already have other people dipping their fingers into this matter that don't need.
I heard that Ferris is out and about. We need to find her.
I know where Ferris is. She is not a concern. She is not who did this. Someone is framing her. Likely, someone who can shapeshift. That's the current theory. Will that be enough to suffice for your boss? If not, I'll go and speak to her personally. If it's a he and I forgot,
It's a he.
Sorry. Just put he in there instead. Sorry. I'm trying to remember everybody.
He nods to you and goes, I can bring that back to my boss, but I have to let him know that Ferris is out and about.
Ferris is not out and about.
But I just heard that.
How well do you know Ricky?
The slumbering hound's reputation precedes him.
Have you ever heard him to say things that aren't not entirely true, but he thinks are true?
No, it's said that the hound's honor is unquestionable. that he is bound by a god to not be able to speak untruths.
I am unaware of that last fact, of the validity of that,
These fuckers know more about me than I do.
because I'm not, as much as I work with him, I've heard him say some things that aren't entirely true.
Sure thing. If you say so, Captain.
I promise you, Ferris is not out and about. I know her location. If
Then
that
you
needs to be, if that becomes an issue, I will speak to who I need to speak to. Currently, she is under watch. Currently, I am investigating the murder of the tyrant. Unfortunately, with someone helping that I am not too fond of. If more families get involved, it's going to get messy and we will not find out who the true killer is. Please do not report that you heard something that is not.
All right. All right. So he's going to report certain things back to his boss, and depending on how good that he is at lying and how good that his boss is at finding things out, he will do his best not to report other things.
I've got the perfect solution to this that covers up everyone's issues. I'm gonna get a rat and name it Ferris to make fun of Ferris, and I'll have lost my rat, Ferris.
I mean, to be fair, I did mention I know where she is and she's under watch, so it's not like this isn't an entire lie. There are some things here that aren't entirely true.
Switching over to the other side of the street, as that another unnamed goon from unnamed family, yet to be determined, starts running away. Divine, you are at the same penalty of being at long range when you get out of the thing, and we are going to do a contested athletics roll.
All right. So this, I know it doesn't super matter, but it's more for the stunt. I'm going to use my aspect ability that lets me leap an entire range band. Just out the gate, popping 5 essence on that, and then use my athletics charm. Effort.
These guys roll like fucking fire.
Soaring leap technique. That lets me, whenever I make a athletics roll on a jump, rerolls 10s reroll non-ones. Or for every 10 rerolls a non-1.
Okay.
So with a sonic boom, Divine jumps toward his we'll say prey. Prey is a good word.
Okay.
Running along the walls of the buildings, rather than trying to dip, duck, dive, and dodge through the crowd. And as he... How good did you roll? No, I should be fine. Hopefully. As Divine tries to close the gap, the winds start to whip around him, and pulls a awning off of its pole up to him, and he grabs it as he tries to jump off the building and pretty much wrap the goon in it. And now we roll.
Okay. I'll give you an extra 2 dice for that.
Alright, so that's 2 dice. And I'd like to use effortlessly rising flame to pop 2 successes on that.
Okay. You are looking to beat a 6 total.
Damn, Aspect, you scary.
8, and I reroll to 9.
Okay. So, how do you come down on him? Because you're going to stop him.
Yeah, so Divine like I said, uses the aspect ability from his anima now glowing, as I use peripheral notes for that. So with his anima now glowing and the wind whipping around him, he jumps off the building towards the goon as the wind rips an awning off of its supports, grabbing the cloth in midair. He tackles the dude, pinning him to the ground with the cloth. They roll around, and he positions them to like roll to the side of the road and wraps himself up in the cloth with them. And I'm gonna use my auspicious first meeting attitude to make them like me as I wrap them up, and I'm like, "Hey, where you going?" with a wink. So I'm rolling against his whichever's lower, the guile or resolve.
It's going to be his guile of 1.
Dope. I don't know. Instill the intimacy of Starstruck.
Okay, I like that. So you wrap this guy up, throw him down, and then meet him, essentially.
Yeah, like throw him down, and like I'm their first face he sees after realizing that he's no longer running. Like, you got that moment of fight or flight that kicks in, and then as soon as he calms down, my face is the first one that he sees, and it's like, "Hey, where are you going in such a hurry?"
Oh, hi, Captain Divine. How nice to see you.
That takes some getting used to. I like it though.
Mm-hmm.
It's always nice to see me. I make sure of that. But you didn't answer my question.
I'm sorry, what was the question again? I didn't expect to see any kind of gestures at all of you.
Where are you running off to in such a hurry? The direction we're running, is it toward, like, what direction? Where are we running to?
It is towards the harbor.
Dope.
Specifically towards the Plaza District.
Doper.
Oh, I was going back to my family's headquarters to report to my boss.
You were gonna report to him that... What exactly?
No, rumor on the street is that Ferris is out and about, so he'd like to probably take care of that. No offense, of course, but she is a kinslayer.
Divine's hands are gonna kind of crackle with electricity. So here's the deal. 1, she's not. 2, you're reporting what Ricky's loudmouth comment. 3, you have your duty. I have mine. I'd much rather use my hand that's not empowered at the moment to help you up. Because if you were going to report to your boss, that would cause trouble for myself and, my family. So you've got your duty, I've got mine. Let's not make them not butt heads on it, right?
Well, I mean, I would love to say yes and not get murdered or shocked at the very least, but
Murdered was the right word.
Well, that's horrible. You probably don't want to do that to me. Also, I'm fairly certain that that's against literally the rules of the family.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Just to remind you, Cody, it totally is. That's why them thinking that Ferris killed her brother is such a huge deal.
Yeah, I know, but I'm a crime tourist.
Okay.
One of my intimacies is bitch don't kill my vibe, and that's killing my vibe.
Also, it's a little rude of you to imply. I mean, you did just say that Ricky said it, right?
Yeah, Ricky's got a loud mouth.
Yeah. Everyone knows that when the slumbering hound wakes up and starts growling, that he only speaks truth.
When did this happen to me?
Wakes up and starts growling. He didn't. Y'all going, oh shit, we're gonna go turn your best friend into our bosses. Didn't wake his ass up. What do you mean when he woke up? The hound's still fucking sleeping. He ain't talking the truth. As Divine slips into his Ricky impersonation.
Everybody knows that the hound can't lie.
So Ricky said some stuff, but you ran off before you let him finish his sentence. You know, he asked them why they let Ferris out. She's back safe, but they shouldn't have let her out in the first place. You didn't let him finish his sentence. You kids, y'all are just so easily starstruck. I understand. I get it.
Manipulation and socialize, please.
Yeah, I got you.
Dice.
See, at least I didn't have to roll that because I was being pretty truthful with what I was saying.
But as far as Divine's concerned, Ferris could be back at the place because he doesn't know, like Elion knows, that Ferris is actually Zeke.
Does a 10 win?
Yes, it beats his resolve of 2. He is convinced. He nods to you and goes, "Oh, okay. Don't let her out of your sight next time."
Look, Ferris didn't kill her brother. We know that. I know that. You know that because why would I lie to you? Ricky said Ferris didn't kill her brother. You said Ricky can't tell a lie. He only tells the truth. So what is it?
Listen, I'm just letting you know that I got told. I got told by my boss that if we hear that Ferris comes out, that he wants to know immediately. And between you and me, I don't think that Karsa gives a shit that whether or not that she killed him or not. I think he just wants to have a good fight.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Once we finish our business, we'll stop by and, you know, we'll give him a good fight. I owe him one. That is the one that was talking trash, right?
Yeah, I mean, weren't they all to you?
I mean,
but it was wrong. The big dude, though.
Yes,
it was the big dude. Yeah, I'm gonna fight him.
Okay.
So just like give us a day or two. Here's an advance on your next pay. You know, the family's not paying well here these days because, you know, somebody stole all of their money. But here's an advance. Go to the Cordial Crane. Tell them Divine sent you. My host will take care of you, whatever you want. And then you can report it to your boss maybe in like a day or two. And we'll give them a good fight.
Okay, yeah. I'm not going to complain about that. You see him take his advance, and he just walks off into the undermarket away from the Plaza District.
You guys are so much nicer about that than I would have been. Oh my god.
Well, I'm better at manipulating people than punching them.
You said you were going to murder him to his face.
Yeah, I was playing good cop, bad cop.
I also can't strike first.
I know. I understand. And you handled yours better than Cody did, to be honest. I'm talking all this shit when I caused the problem to begin with. Let's move on.
So, now that you all have taken care of the loose lips that might have tried to sink your ships.
I feel like mine's going to come back and bite me in the ass, but here we are.
It might.
Well, hey, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Mm-hmm. We're going to swing back over to the Shadowlands. So, you guys have been wandering the Shadowlands for a few minutes, getting deeper and deeper into here. Every now and again, Tarali and Zeke, you both are seeing, without the aid of Ricky, there are a few dead-ish looking people that are shambling about. They appear to be in older armor, older regalia. They're... Well, the deeper that you get into here, the closer that you are going to get to the underworld.
May I ask a favor, Brendan?
Yes, sure thing.
I have 2 ways to increase the flame level of my artifact. Can I just, as we're passively walking, like, burn some essence every now and again so that it recharges enough so that I have, like, 1 level of flame aura just so I can siphon that into the artifact to have, like, my flame burn hot and be like a beacon?
If I recall, I believe that it stays at 1 unless, of course, it's submerged in water.
It does stay at just barely 1, which is just a normal flame. I'd like to move it up 1 level so it's like a beacon in the dark.
Yeah, if you want to sacrifice a level of aura when your aura goes up to make it higher, I will allow that. For thematic purposes. Once you get into combat, then it gets...
Sure. Yeah, it's mainly for thematics. I just want to get some use out of this artifact that I never use.
Yeah. You know what? If it's just for thematics, then you don't even have to siphon off anything from your aura. It just gets a little brighter.
Yeah. I like take the piece of mirror that I have and like tink it on the lamp a couple times, like steel on flint. And eventually it like whooshes to life.
As it whooshes to life, you can see some of the ghosts recoil in the mirror from this, and some of the dead that are here do also recoil from this. As you guys are proceeding further and further into the Shadowland, following Zeke's tracking, you eventually do come to a dead end, where that you can see in front of you a cowering Mai. Thank you for taking the time to enjoy our show. If you liked what you heard, why not leave a review or tell a friend about us? It helps get the good word out about the work we put into this show. If you wanted to ask us any questions, you can contact us through Twitter at apairofdicelost or email at apairofdicelost@gmail.com. The theme song for this game is Dragon Dance by Raphael Crux, used under a Creative Commons license. And for making it this far, I saw that cool thing you did, so have some stunt dice.